The Jedi are a cult, bro. These people do some weird stuff. Some not normal stuff. Some brainwashing stuff. So here's what we're going to do. For today, we're going to pretend that there are no Star Wars movies. There is no galaxy far, far away. There are no Jedi heroes. Today, we're going to pretend that you can travel throughout the galaxy freely. It's a new thing. And you stumbled across this video made by some 30-year-old guy that can't grow a beard, me. And he's going to tell you why this organization that call themselves the Jedi are a cult and do some weird shit. Above all else, the Jedi must follow something known as the Code. What is the Code? In a sense, the Code is their rules, what they can and cannot do while being a part of the organization. If you break one of these rules, your ass is grass. You're kicked out. You're not coming back. The Code and rules are in place because the Jedi's utmost priority is to avoid falling to the dark side of the Force and becoming a Sith. And we'll go more into that later. The Jedi believe in the Force. The Force is what they worship in a sense. It is their God. What is the Force? Well, the Force is a power that exists within all of us. The Jedi are Force sensitive, meaning they're able to tap into the Force and use it to levitate objects is the most common way, as well as push people with the Force. And there's various things that can be done with the Force just depending on how much someone trains and focuses their Force abilities. The Jedi call themselves Keepers of the Peace. They cannot kill an unarmed person. Killing in general is frowned upon by the Jedi Order. However, they have these things called lightsabers that are swords that are super hot. So hot that when you cut something, it melt it, depending on what material it is. If you cut a person or an animal, it will automatically castrate it so that person or animal does not bleed out. That's a pretty deadly weapon for people who believe in peace and not killing. I mean, I guess you could justify, be like, well, it castrates so, the person won't bleed out and die. But it's a pretty violent weapon. Like, just getting, poked with that thing is gonna, do some damage to you. Much more than just being poked by a sword or grazed by a regular sword. That's a no-nonsense kind of weapon right there. Love and attachments. Not allowed here. If you are part of the Jedi organization, you are not allowed to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend. You are not allowed to have a wife or a husband. You can have sex. As much sex as you want. You just can't go any farther than that. So, you see a girl, she's very attractive. You see something you like on her, and you're like, You go over, you have sex with her. See ya! Yeah, so you're like a dick that just does one-night stands. And yeah, anything like staying with her after you have sex is like, no, I don't want to see that. Nope, you leave her. You do your deed, and you get the fuck out. And you never talk with her again. Those are the rules. If you don't like it, you get out. Oh, but wait. It gets weirder. So, Jedi know who Force-sensitive individuals are at a very young age. So young, in fact, that a 10-year-old named Anakin Skywalker was originally pushed away from being a Jedi. They're like, he ain't gonna be a Jedi. He's too old. A 10-year-old, dude, was too old to be a part of this weird, creepy old man cult. Okay? So they they take and kidnap these Force sensitive at a very young age. Younger than 10. That's pretty young. I don't know the exact age range, but little kids. They're kidnapping little kids, right? They're taking them away from their mommies and daddies because they are Force sensitive. And they're teaching them how to be keepers of the peace with really hot laser swords that can easily kill something and lift up objects and stuff with the Force. And yeah. So, they're kidnapping kids. You can't have a girlfriend, wife, husband, all that good stuff. However, after they kidnap this kid, they put this kid with a teacher. this teacher teaches this kid for 10 to 15 to 20 years, however long it takes. So they develop a relationship with this teacher, kind of a father-son relationship, okay? So you're telling me, like, okay, I'm done my training. I'm a master now. I'm supposed to just kind of forget this dude who taught me everything I know, who made me this keeper of the peace and all this stuff. I'm supposed to be like, all right, thanks, bro. And then just take off, do my thing. Kind of weird. I don't see that happening too often. So basically, these old creeps are a bunch of hypocrites. They're like, nah, no girlfriend, no wife. You can bone, that's it. But you can have this old man as your father figure, the super powerful old man who can throw shit across the room with his mind and kill motherfuckers with a laser sword. You can hang out with him your whole life. You guys can be best friends, father and son, brothers, whatever you want. But nah, you can't have no wife, you can't have no girl. Emotions, don't have them. They're not welcome here. Don't be mad, don't be a whiny bitch. Those are pretty much the only rules. You can be happy. I mean, kind of weird to think how like all these Jedis are actually happy, but yeah, you can fake being happy, I guess, but you're not supposed to be sad. You're really not supposed to get angry. Sad and anger are a path to the dark side. Weird, I know. This one's funny. So the Jedi, they don't believe in sadness. They don't believe in anger. What happens when your master dies? You know this dude he trained you for 20 years. You known him for 40 years. And now he dead. How are you supposed to feel about this? Well, basically, you're supposed to say, meh, he is now part of the Force, I guess, in a sense. The Jedi believe that when somebody dies, they transcend into a higher being and become part of the cosmic force. What is that? I don't know. I guess it's like the Force all throughout the universe. This really reminds me of the sad cult, Heaven's Gate, the people that ended themselves and thought they were going to be taken away by the alien spaceship. I think I got the cult right here. They thought they were going to be taken away by the alien spaceship after they slept for the last time. Yeah, this really sounds like that right about now. Now, these are the main rules and beliefs of the Jedi. If you follow these rules to the letter, you won't go to the dark side of the Force. And yeah, now you're probably wondering, what's the dark side of the Force? What is that? Well, to be totally honest with you, it sounds a lot better than this shitload of fuck. The Sith Code. The first rule of the Sith Code, so to speak, peace is a lie. There's only passion. Yeah, peace is a lie. Yeah, that's kind of true. Peace is kind of bullshit. No matter what, whether it's peace now, later, in between, eventually somebody is going to get greedy and want something that's not theirs, and they're going to try to take it. So peace is only temporary. There is only passion. That's saying emotions drive all of our actions. Yeah, kind of. Take example, the greed that I was just talking about. I'm greedy. I want so-and-so's money. So-and-so's money will make me happy. This emotion is going to make me happy. So I'm going to do it because fuck peace. That's what this rule is saying, and this rule is pretty accurate. Through passion, I gain strength. So what you're saying is you fight better when you're angry. You're stronger when you're angry. Yeah, that's true too. You ever go to the gym and lift weights and you get mad or something like that, or maybe your song hits and you just pump with all this adrenaline, all this emotion, and all of a sudden you can bench like 700 pounds because you're pissed and you got all this adrenaline going through you. Yes, passion will give you strength. The Sith believe in harnessing their emotions so they can fight better and they can use the Force better. They are stronger, they're a bigger threat. And they're kind of right. When I think about all the great Force achievements, most of them are done by the Sith. Pretty cool, actually. Through strength, I gain power. Pretty self-explanatory. The stronger you are, the more powerful you are. In terms of the Force, yeah. The Force, yeah. You have more strength. You're definitely going to have more power. And power is a big deal when it comes to the Force. You want power. You know, to put it in the simplest way possible, if you are the most powerful Force user in the galaxy, you can do whatever you want and nobody can stop you. You could have peace if you want, or you could be a total dick and just, enslave people and all that good stuff. But the point is, nobody can stop you. So through strength, I gain power. Yep. Through power, I gain victory. That's basically what I just said. The more powerful you are, you're gonna win. Yeah, I could go into a lot of examples of powerful Sith here, but I'm not gonna do that. The ratio of powerful Sith to powerful Jedi is, yeah, there's a lot more, at least to my knowledge, a lot more powerful Siths and impressive things that Siths have done when compared to Jedi. I mean, I can think of 3 Jedi, maybe 4, that I'm actually impressed with, where I'm like, wow, he's cool. That guy's a force to be reckoned with. Whereas with the Sith, it's like the list is quite long. It would take me a while to go into all of them and what all they've done and what all they've accomplished and why you don't want to fuck with them. Through victory, my chains are broken. The Sith believed in going beyond the limits of everything, basically. A good example of this is this guy right here, Darth Nihilus. I think I said his name right. I don't know too much about this guy. I'm not an expert. Far from a lore expert. From what I understand, he came about from absorbing a planet. And so his being, it's kind of like akin to a ghost. Because he absorbed a planet, if this is correct, he's insanely powerful. And there are other examples of this. There's a Sith, Darth Sidious, who destroyed a planet with a force tornado. Yeah, he definitely broke some chains to be able to destroy a planet with a tornado of the force. Yeah, pretty impressive stuff these guys are capable of. The Force shall free me is kind of the same thing as the last one. The Sith believed that mastery of the Force would allow more freedom to do whatever you want, basically, in a literal and figurative meaning. And, basically you want to know as much about the Force as you can, regardless of what it takes to get that knowledge. So, if you have to be super pissed all the time and embrace your anger to unlock more abilities of the Force, they're going to do it. They're not going to let some weird culty rule hold them back. In short, the main difference between the Sith and the Jedi is the Sith can do whatever they want. If you want to have a wife, have a wife. If you want to have kids, have kids. You want to be mad? Be mad. You want to be sad? Cry. They don't care. They believe in embracing normal emotion and normal behavior. Whereas the Jedi have all these rules and restrictions in place. And yeah, it's very strange and creepy in a way. If it were me, I'd probably be a Sith. Sith are inherently evil. They inherently go towards the dark side and do bad things. But I mean, if you're part of the Jedi Order and then you fall in love and have a kid and you're kicked out, you're no longer a Jedi. You still have all this knowledge and you can, use all these Force abilities. So what, that makes you a Sith now? Just because you wanted to have a kid with a woman you loved? I don't know. It's just weird stuff that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Weird culty stuff that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. The Sith are much more logical. And yeah, that's really all I got to say on this. Anyways, I had fun making this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the Jedi, what you think of the Sith. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.